Back outside now, a live look from our 5 News Storm Chaser. This on Thompson in Springdale. We've seen a lot of wet, a lot of cloudy conditions most of the evening. Scott's here now to talk about maybe even some more bad stuff coming in.
You know, I think a lot of folks are looking at the screen right there. That's what they're going to be waking up to tomorrow morning, if not even a little bit more dense when it comes to that fog. In fact, we've got a dense fog advisory in effect for all of Northwest Arkansas right now. This looks a little bit different than when I showed it to you at 6. It feels like everyone around the river valley is getting put under that advisory, set to run through 9 o'clock. I expect some changes. Number one, I expect it to be extended later into the morning. And I'm not at all going to be surprised if we don't have to extend that further south into the river valley. Fog is certainly going to be a good bet for us going into tomorrow. It's likely to be dreary, a lot like today. Things can be kind of wet, but there's not really a lot of rain per se. It's these spotty showers here and there that are going to continue into the overnight hours. This is going to be 11:30 tomorrow morning. Hit or miss areas of patchy drizzle. That's likely about all you can expect. That probably continues through mid-afternoon. We should see some conditions improve by tomorrow evening. Overall, temperatures are going to probably end up looking a little bit like this. These are your afternoon high temperatures, mid to upper 50s, Northwest Arkansas, probably in those 60s, because we're on the south side of that darn stubborn boundary that just, it ain't going to get out of here probably until this weekend when a stronger cold front moves into the area. So until that happens, we're going to have these spotty chances of rain, drizzle, fog. That's likely to continue at least through Saturday. Now, Saturday night, a big strong cold front is going to sweep everything out of the area. Temperatures are going to come down, and then notice what happens simultaneously. Rain chances start to increase. What does that set us up for? Yeah, chance of some wintry precipitation. Right now, I think the best odds are probably going to be further towards the north, but this is far from locked into place. Here's what our current models suggest. This is 11:30 Monday evening. What it would tell us is a mix of wintry precipitation, not just snow, but perhaps snow, sleet. And I hate to say it, but the reality is freezing rain is on the table. We very well could be looking at some ice amounts with this system Monday night into Tuesday. There's another round likely going to be moving into the area. Similar setup for Tuesday evening. And believe it or not, very well could see another clipping going into Wednesday. So is it going to rain and snow and sleet 3 consecutive days? No, not necessarily. This would come in waves. And if it comes in overnight, of course, temperatures are going to be a little bit lower, and that sets us up for additional freezing. One of the things that I'm watching for really closely, these models historically don't handle cold air well. It often underestimates how cold it's going to get and the depth of the cold air. So while right now our guidance suggests further north Arkansas, I'm not going to be surprised if over the next few days we see a trend off towards the south. We're looking for trends at this point. We're still 5, 6, 7 days away, which really doesn't allow us to dive into the details per se. We have to look at trends. Right now, trends are Monday night into Tuesday is probably going to be our best bet for Northwest Arkansas. I expect these rain chances to continue increasing. The question is, what are those temperatures going to be doing? I'm focused on that very solely over the next few days. If there's any good news, it doesn't look like this cold snap is going to necessarily last long. In fact, about 8, 9, 10 days away from now, we find ourselves starting to slowly but surely warm back up into the low to mid 50s. So the weather roller coaster continues. I hope your seatbelts are buckled. That's going to continue tomorrow. Friday's cooler. We're back in the mid to upper 70s on Saturday, and then it all comes crashing down for a few days. Is there any reason to panic and worry about an ice storm right now? No. Is ice a real potential that we're having to look at very closely? Unfortunately, yes. And so I don't want to scare anyone, but I think in these moments it's important that we give folks as much heads up as possible. So that's all I'm trying to do right now. No reason to go buy milk or bread, but we'll keep you posted. These things change a lot by the hour. I was just looking at brand new weather model data coming in. And so what we're going to be doing is looking at those trends, analyzing things closely, and we'll share updates as they become available to us.
I hope that the model says no ice.
Exactly.
It's a real possibility. Things can shift for sure.
Yeah.